Just wanted to do a quick video on how I fitted a 24 valve Cosworth engine into a 77 Mustang. Now the reason why I picked this block for is because the original engine that came out of it was the old 2.8 clone engine, similar to the Granadas and the Sierras. And this block, the bolt holes are already there for the original mounting, so you can bolt the original mountings directly on. There's no modification required in regards to them at all. The second reason is that I'm running the 4-speed manual transmission in this originally, and it bolts directly to the back of this engine. You have to use the original clutch and flywheel that came with the Mustang, which all bolts directly on, and the original starter motor, which bolts on and works perfect. It's only a temporary measure. I will be upgrading it to the 4-speed in the future, but as for the time being, just want to make sure everything works as it should. The first problem you're going to encounter is that you have to use the original 2.8 sump that came with the car originally. Reason being is the one that came with it is an alley one, and it's the other way around, and it won't clear the subframe. So you have to use the 2.8 one, which bolts directly up. That's not an issue. The issue comes is the oil pump. The oil pump, you have to use the 2.8 oil pump that came with the car with the extended oil pickup pipe, which will bolt directly to the block. The only problem you're going to find is the oil pump drive. The one that comes with the Cosworth has got like a multi-spline fitment on either end, and the 2.8 is like an Allen key. So you have to use the Cosworth oil pump drive and machine it down so as you've got an Allen key style on one side and the spline on the other, and then that'll bolt straight in. That's not a problem. The other thing you'll have to do is tap and die a hole into the block to secure the oil pickup pipe to the block. It's not that hard, it's simple enough to do. Just drill it and tap it, and away you go, you're done. Bolt the sump up, everything's done on the bottom. I wish I'd have done a video on that earlier, but I just didn't think at the time. The second problem you're going to run into is the original exhaust manifolds won't fit, the ones that come with the Cosworth engine. Underneath the base, that they've got really large flanges on them where they meet the downpipes, and on this side it hits the battery tray, so it's no good, and on this side it overhangs the steering arm for the column, no good. So you're going to have to get some exhaust manifolds made up for this car, which I will do in future. If it wasn't for them flanges, these exhaust manifolds would bolt straight on and be fine. They would work. It's just the flanges are massive. The second issue you're going to find is here is where the power steering pump and alternator bolts to the Cosworth engine with a bracket. Now, because of the chassis being so close to the engine, it doesn't fit. You have to do away with all of that. But luckily, on this side, there's 2 bolt holes here, which was originally for the aircon pump. Now, obviously this car hasn't got aircon, so I'm going to use these 2 bolt holes here to secure the alternator, and then make a bracket which comes off the engine mounting. You can't really see it, but it comes off the engine mounting and will come to the back of the alternator, and then reroute this pipe. It's just a cooling pipe, so I'll reroute that, and then that should be that sorted. As for the power steering, I'm going to do a video on it, but basically I'm using a Vauxhall electric power steering pump, and that will take care of that. That's to come in another video. After that, it's just I'm using an aftermarket ECU and wiring loom with a wasted spark core pack, coming to complete kit, and I will do a video on that as and when I start delving into it. But up till now, that's about as far as I've come with it. So more videos to come in the future.